Hello, folks, and welcome to Hippy in a Race Car. I'm the Hippy, and this is my race car. I thought I'd give you a look at my rig and the various stages it's seen over the years. As someone who does a lot of woodworking, I pretty much built this entire thing from scraps from my shop. The idea was to build something that would work with my big comfy chair in my living room, but fold down so it was out of the way. This was all fine, but still kind of stuck out a bit much, so I added a couple more hinges and voila. Simple enough concept. The wings sit on the arms of the chair to keep the platform stable. It worked fine except for one problem. I tend to push on the steering wheel when I'm racing, and there was nothing pushing back. I needed some kind of support to hold the wheel in place, so I added another set of uprights to lock in against the main part and hold it all rigid. This actually worked out really well because I also added a small piece of wood that held the unit on the new crossbar, suspending it in a kind of standby mode. When not in use, the whole thing folds flat to the ground. This was my system for quite some time, the Logitech G25 with the manual shifter module. I played a lot of F1 with this rig, but for those who aren't familiar with the G25, the buttons are on the shifter unit, so you have to use the shifter to make it work. It added additional weight, and it was a major nuisance when trying to navigate menus at 150 miles an hour. So I upgraded to the Logitech G29, or 920. I can never remember. It's the one that works with the PlayStation, and has this little rotary wheel. This wheel had all the buttons right at my fingertips, making it significantly easier to play F1. Unfortunately, the best way to describe the G29 is clacky. The force feedback is fine, but when it kicks in, the entire thing goes clack, 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 and it's really loud. So I upgraded again, this time to the Thrustmaster T300, complete with the Formula add-on wheel. This made F1 racing a dream, and with the removal of the shifter unit, the whole thing folds flatter, lower to the ground. And in case you're wondering, yes, the recliner still works, which means this thing basically lived on my living room floor. And then this happened. Once I had a decent wheel and base, the next logical upgrade was to the pedals, and I picked up the load cell set from Fanatec. It's just that much more realistic when your brake pedal feels like a, well, brake pedal. Turns out the Fanatec pedal base is wider than the G29 set, or 920 or whatever it was, and that required a few tweaks to the rig. This worked out better than expected. I moved a couple of things, moved the crossbar up and down and the little piece that held everything in place, and where I used to have to pull all of the pieces toward me after I sat down, now it just does this. So satisfying. So this was what I used for quite some time, and I did a lot of racing in F1 and Assetto Corsa, but then Fanatec came out with the CSL DD Pro and this beautiful piece of kit, the V2.5 Formula wheel. Having the pedals already, the upgrade was kind of a no-brainer. I picked up the PS5 version because that's the only one they had left, but actually worked out in the end because I've now gone back to the PS5 for Gran Turismo. Being able to unplug from PC, plug into PS5, and play is rather convenient. And there you have it, folks. This is the rig I built a few years ago and upgraded bit by bit as skills improved and income allowed. The hardware is top tier, so I no longer have any excuses. When I hit a barrier, that's all me. I may upgrade to a prefab unit one day, but I also have ideas for a new wooden rig complete with a leather upholstered seat from a 1990s Suburban. A video for another day. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.